Okay, so this is my third video, and thanks so much for your comments and views. I think I've got like 1,300 views now from, a video I made for one response to one person. So I'm pretty excited and happy for the responses. And I'm sorry for being a bummer and a diluter by trying to make this video and not making it very clear. And so I apologize to the people who found that tedious and anyone else who was confused. And thank you everyone else who was able to bear with me, and I will try to make more videos that are clearer in the future and talk about these things. So I want to go over a couple things really quickly and talk about where we're going to be headed. I am working on a new video, which will be a PowerPoint. It is not ready, so this is just like in the meantime. I hope you guys have checked out Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, because it's 2019. You've had since 1993 to do it, and it seems pretty prudent right now. But that's on the side. So some things that have happened in the last few days. I've been following the Antarctica path, and apparently this is supposed to be the moment. We've been all wondering, when are they going to cross Antarctica? They say, well, now we've crossed Antarctica. It's been a 2-month race, and they did it, and it proves that they can do this path. Oh wait, no, they didn't do it. It's just another example of following the yin yang across this arrow. You notice that there's never a straight line here that they can ever follow. They have to go around. So let me know when someone proves that they can walk clear across Antarctica. Anyway, this is a kind of a clear up video, I think, in the meantime, before the PowerPoint, on what my purpose is. So I've had some people ask me, what the heck is this about? I show you all these pictures and we're talking about all these things, but like, really, what is the point? And I guess it comes down to this 1984ing of history, this revision history, that there was a giant mud flood. It hid our society from us that had been much more advanced. And in that advanced civilization, there was found technology, philosophy, politics, and everything necessary to take over and make the world in its own image. And that was a place that was called Tartary, and Marco Polo talked about it. And the Great Wall of China is built to keep out the Han, the Chinese. It's a great wall to keep out China, built by the Tartary. And there's a number of other examples of that. So the videos I'm going to be making are going to be focused around this revision history and esotericism that circumvent and surround the esoteric history, such as Albert Pike in Morals and Dogma mentions the Tartary 19 times, which is the 33rd degree Masonic manual. And so there will be that kind of information in the new PowerPoint that I'm going to be making. And we're also going to talk about the Civil War. And I love this 1984. So that's the other thing, is that we're going to be talking about how it was an uncivil war of northern aggression, of federalist crimes against humanity at best, and most likely that it was a cover-up of vast proportions. And then the final thing I think I should cover is, someone was talking about the Jesuit conspiracy of controlling time and the Vatican's connection to create the Islamic occult religion that worships the black cube, representative of Saturn. Well, this is not my conspiracy. You can find out about it on your own. Go look up Alberto Rivera. I will have more information about this because apparently this is not as you know, renowned or notorious of a theory. Apparently, someone acted like this was something they had not heard about before in one of the comments. I mean, I'm not supposing you need to believe in any of these things. You know, whether you believe what the Vatican tells you or whether you don't is really your own business. However, I think it's worth knowing what they want you to believe and what other people want you to believe and what they do not want you to believe and what other people do not want you to believe, because everyone has an agenda. So the agenda here is that the Vatican needed someone to conquer people that they could not behead themselves, and created a religion, a cult based on submission, and that the Old Testament, New Testament, and Catholic literature that Muhammad used was not just taken by Muhammad, but planted by Muhammad. But at the end of the day, if we can all admit that that is where the information came from, I do wonder, does it really matter if it was on purpose or not? So that's where these videos are going. And I'm pretty fascinated to get into the War of Northern Aggression, because that's a really misinterpreted thing that a lot of people want to justify the side of the North for some reason, even though we know that they're guilty of as many crimes against humanity and continued human trafficking to this day. So it's time to put that aside and figure out what really that was about. So thanks for watching this video. I hope that that sums it up. Any other questions you guys have would be great. I forgot to mention the point of making this video is because the next video will be coming out soon, and I'd like to have the questions before I make it so I can answer it. It's already pretty well PowerPointed up. I just want to make sure that I'm covering all of your questions, because there's gonna be a lot. Okay, thanks a lot, guys.